Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're taking a look here at BLZ, seeing what's going on, if this is a coin worth shorting or if you should keep your long position open. As I mentioned yesterday, that liquidity level would be swept, and it did. It's not a guarantee, but it's a very high probability based on the amount of volume we saw coming in this coin. So we can go ahead and remove this here. If you want to take a look and verify that, it's available here on my Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. I send out playout charts every time I review a coin. But the bottom line here is that this coin has swept its liquidity. There's a decent chance we could see a pullback now that we're rejecting off this resistance level at about 28.8 cents. Okay, so we got to give it a little bit more time, but it does look like it's pretty likely to reject out there. If you're new to the channel, though, thanks again so much for watching. Good morning and good evening, afternoon, all that wonderful stuff depending on where you're at. Thanks again for the levity there in the group. If you want to take a look at our premium group, I do offer trades that I send out signals consistently through Cornix. It's an automated trading bot, and essentially just consistently take trades over and over again. Right now, we did take a stop loss here at Solana yesterday, 82% or 82, but we offset it with a lot of longs with ID 65%, ICP 57, another ICP at 82, Gala 105, Bake 22% in 6 hours. So honestly, the trades keep coming. It's a pretty good situation, but I like to share this with you because you need to understand that good traders take losses too. Nobody's perfect. Even though I average close to like a 85 to 90% success rate with my signals, it doesn't imply or mean that there's no bad trades at all. It happens, trust me. And Solana was one of them because it just pumped here today and swept that upper liquidity level just like this guy did here too. So again, taking a look here at BLZ, let's talk a little bit about the bigger picture, work our way down, and kind of clean up the charts here a little bit because I got a lot of stuff going on here, but these are all key level supports. Keep in mind, these levels are based on previous weekly closes. So we just take a look here. A lot of previous week closes are giving us key levels where the price action is bouncing and responding off. Okay, so just know that those are not arbitrary lines on that chart. These are specifically important things to note. Okay, we do want to update our Fibonacci levels here. We'll do that in just a moment. But I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about the RSI. The price is hanging out above 70 now, okay? And a lot of times coins will increase over 70 and stay there for at least 1 or 2 days. Okay, so in this situation here, we saw the last time, we stayed above 70 on the RSI for about 3 or 4 days. So that doesn't necessarily imply the price is just going to drop because we're overextended. I just like to kind of drive that home because a lot of folks are always thinking that, oh, okay, it's overbought, I'm going to sell. No, not necessarily. It's overbought because there's a lot of volume, and if that volume continues, it's not going to go backwards or down anytime soon. Okay, so we take a look at the volume. We're well above the current moving average here, and the price action will hold itself as long as that continues to maintain itself. Okay, keep in mind Bitcoin is correcting itself right now. We went from 34.8 to 34.2 in a matter of seconds, which is no big surprise, and this coin's also correcting itself too. But it's natural because it did sweep that liquidity, and it's normal for the price to pull back because of it. But the truth is here, we got a lot of money flow into this coin, and there's no reason for it to stop as long as the volume continues. Okay. So that's where we're at on the daily. Last thing to look at would be the moving averages. We're well above all three, which is great. So the truth is here, we're in good shape there. It'd be, I wouldn't say it's foolhardy, but it's not ideal or appropriate to consider shorting into this coin like right now. It does seem juicy, of course, because that upper liquidity level is swept, but again, the volume is kind of telling us a different story. So let's take a quick look at the 4 hour and see if there's anything contradictory there. Because if we take a look at Elliott Wave, we can kind of note that the price action is doing well. But if it were to pull back, just say this is the top here, then we're going to see these levels here touched. Okay, so keep in mind, and I'll send this out on my playout charts. I send this out frequently. So if you're not familiar, jump on over to my Twitter, Telegram, or Discord. I send out playout charts as a result of reviewing these coins. And what we're going to see here, of course, is that these 3 levels are more likely to be retested if the price pulls back. So 0.382, 0.5, 0.618. Those are common characteristics for retracement. So what does that mean for us? Well, 26, 25, and 23.7 are 3 main areas of, I guess you could say, areas of opportunity. If the price were to come back down, you could consider taking a long at one of those 3 levels or shorting to those levels. Now, again, I'm not telling you to short right now because this may not be the top. But if it is, and it would make sense that it is because we've swept that upper liquidity, then we're going to probably see one of those 3 levels retested, possibly even further if Bitcoin decides it wants to go down to 30,000. Okay? And that's still on the cards. You got to keep that in mind. We have a rising wedge pattern for Bitcoin on the daily, larger time frame. There's a good chance we could still see a retest that lower 30,000 range. That said, though, for this coin here, we can kind of see that we are overextended. We're at an 8 on TD sequential, and we swept our previous liquidity. That tells me that we are due for a correction. It would make more sense for the price to pull back than to go up. But once more, a lot of volume just came into this coin. If that volume continues to maintain itself, we're going to see the price action stay where it's at. Okay. So again, if this volume doesn't start to die off anytime soon, we're going to be in a position where the price action will continue higher. Okay. So please, 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 if you take a short position, low leverage, low position size, I love that some of my members are actually listening to this, because look at this here. Very well done. This is a BlueZell short position at 5x leverage from Kratos. That's awesome news. I love to see that. Because again, the larger the leverage, the more risk you take on. You're going to see people flooding with social media with phenomenal gains, 100, 200, some cases at 1,000% returns. It does happen sometimes, but they are not sharing with you how many stop losses they've triggered to get to that level with 100x leverage. Okay, please understand, it's not as easy as some people try to make it. And again, it's easier if you take lower losses and less of them. Okay, so again, all the more reason why I'm content and perfectly fine with this one stop loss when we've taken 20 or 30 take profit targets in the meantime. Okay, again, really cool stuff, but all the same, different strokes for different folks. All right, let's summarize here with the hourly and see what's going on. Ichimoku Cloud, we take a quick peek at this. This is my favorite indicator on the hourly, basically telling us here that we have support in both these two ranges here where the cloud is averaging itself out. We've also got conversion line above the baseline, tells us we still have good momentum. Lag and span is soon to intersect with the price action, maybe 6 to 12 hours away. If that were to happen, the price will be more likely to correct itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably check this again here later today in about, say, 6 to 12 hours, sometime this afternoon or evening, and I'll go ahead and see if it's worth taking a short. I'm also going to set an alert here as well, roughly just say in the range of about 30 cents, to ensure if the price does wake up again and surpass that level, then we're going to potentially look at a consideration for a short position for the community. The reason why I'm waiting, though, is because things come in threes. Oftentimes, you will see 3 strong green candles followed by a 4th red candle. Or the inverse, if it coming down, that's considered 3 black crows or 3 white soldiers. Right now, we've got 2 soldiers. It was that third one going to come up here tomorrow? If so, I'll be more than happy to shorten the 30 to 32 cent range. But right now, I'm not really considering an entry. I'm waiting more so for a different level to be hit first. But just note, there is potential consideration for the price to pull back. If it does, these are the 3 levels to focus on: 26, 25, and 23.7. Okay. All right, again, I'll send that out on my playout chart there for Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. I hope that you all learned something here today. If you comment below, greatly appreciate it. Thumbs up, all that good stuff, because YouTube algorithm kind of sucks, honestly. And it'd be nice to kind of beat the system for a change, right? Either way, thanks again so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks again. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.